you having a cookout, I would consider hiring them cats. Because them cats there, they like worthy of being hired. They pull up with a truck, they off the chain with it. And during the Passover, I heard Captain LeBon goes out there during the Passover and kills every animal that's living. If you bring something out there, he might kill that. He kills everything moving out there. So big shout out to them, man. It was very, very positive. It was a beautiful experience. I had an amazing time, man. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Thank everybody for really getting down with the truth and hearing what we were bringing out. Big shout out to Captain Mao Quad and his whole team out there. And they got a lot of territory they handling out there. There's a lot of territory that them brothers is waking brothers and sisters up with. You know what I'm saying? So the different regions are coming together real strong in what they're doing. So, all right. So I'm running. Did I miss anything? No, go ahead. Oh, yeah, the Philly cookout is coming up. What's the date on it?
September 3rd to the 6th.
September 3rd to the 6th, y'all. Philly in the building. Captain Tawar holding it down with his team and his Rangers. He got a couple good captains up in there with him and some great officers, man, up under them. They going to be on deck. I heard a lot of people coming through for that Philly cookout because it was, you know, this is the first time Philly had it in a while. They going to the plateau. I'm going to do another live. I'm cooking cheesesteaks, man. I'm straight up cooking cheesesteaks. Oh, y'all don't know what a cheesesteak is.
It was good.
Stop all that. That little corner store giving y'all that little wannabe cheesesteak. You ain't had no cheesesteak. You know nothing about no cheesesteak. You come on up and get a real.
Okay. No, you good. Take your time. Go ahead. Cookout thing, the commercial. Yeah, we can start after that.
That was good, so you don't have to worry about it.
Right foot now. Left foot now, y'all. Cha-cha, real smooth.
Oh, you good? All right. Check. 1 2 1 2. My check 1 2. All right, clap it up. Shalom, Yahweh Shemi Ashah Brakatah, Yahweh Shemar Athah by Shemi Ashah. To all my brothers and sisters, we is I.S.U.P.K, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite school. All right, we're not affiliated with any church, any woke movement, no Israelite garbage, none of that. We stand alone. And since 1969, we teach the truth about this Bible, that all so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians are the real Jews. And knowing that we're the real Jews, the Israelites of the Bible, God's chosen people, we must keep the law, statutes, and commandments. I'm officer of 1000 Kowal out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, under Captain 13,009 Thought. Here with me today is Officer 1000 Bonka, also on the 1s and 2s. All right. Big shout out to everybody who's in the chat today. You understand what I'm saying? Let's do a quick roll call. Cats in, whoever that is. Hey, clap. Oh, shalom, brother. All right, Sky Young. What's up, Miles? Young man Miles out of there and out there in what's that? Pinecrest area. Southern Pines, my man. Good to hear from you, brother. We the water for checking in. You got any questions, Miles? Type them in the chat. We'll do we'll do our best to get you those answers. Everybody else too, y'all got any questions, type them in the chat and we'll get you those answers. All right. Big shout out to y'all for joining in. Make sure you hit the thumbs up when you come in, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell for all I.S.U.P.K classes and announcements. Passover announcements will be coming one of these days. You don't want to miss it. So subscribe to all the YouTube channels of the I.S.U.P.K, man. Every city. All right, we got to spread this truth, man, because we don't do it. Who the hell else will, Bonk, yo? I don't know. Last time I seen a skim through a Christian church sermon on Sunday, they were in there still preaching prosperity. The average person don't even make enough money to afford rent, and they're talking about prosperity. Can't buy groceries, and the Christian church is still preaching prosperity, still selling hope to the damn hopeless, and taking up all their money and not helping them. But I.S.U.P.K is here, man. And the Commander YAHANNA, we do the hard work. We do what the Lord tells us to do, man. You need food and clothes, you contact the school in your city, man. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna close the doors of the church on your ass. So go ahead, brother, please.
Yeah, shout out to sisters, man. Shout out to Sister Lanisha, man.
Yeah, shout out to Sister Lanisha Robinson, man. Give her a hand. Sister Maya, you know what I'm saying? Good job. Yeah.
A lot of baby clothing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got cans upon cans upon cans
Mm-hmm.
of baby formula.
Most High Christ.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we're doing the work.
That's right.
Our sisters are doing the work.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying? So lock it.
The Bible said the kingdom of heaven come with not observation. You got to put some work in. Put your brick in. If Christ came to you and said, "What have you done since I left?" What are you going to tell him? You just sat around and watched? Good luck with that one. You understand? But big shout out to those sisters in UPK, man, doing the Lord's work, man. Some heavy sisters right there, man. You should aspire, brothers. I'm gonna give you a little gem here. When you looking for a woman, man, get you a heavy sister, man. Get you a sister that's in the school, I.S.U.P.K. You don't get no light sister in the world. Ain't nothing wrong. They're still our sisters. We still love them. We want to bring them in here. But if you're looking for a righteous sister, man, you know what I mean? Look no further than I.S.U.P.K. You understand what I'm saying? These some heavy sisters up in here, man, doing a Lord's work with all these crazy Negroes. Every time I see a sister in here, I'm like, yo, shout out to her. She gotta believe to be around us. Good God Almighty. But yeah, man, big shout out to Chicago, Captain Marquardt up there, rest of the captain of the Chicago area. Heard the Chicago Midwest cookout was absolutely wonderful. I saw the videos. The food looked amazing. You know what I mean? With my partners, everybody was on the grill up there getting busy. Yeah, all the rank raises, the sisters getting, it was just absolutely wonderful, man. Chicago's a beautiful city. Big shout out to all the captains, officers, and sisters, and brothers, and troopers, and young men, everybody who put in work up there. Next is Philly on the map. So the Philly cookout is coming up. Y'all saw the commercial for that, I believe. Commander J. House speaking about it. Go ahead and get your affairs in order now and show some love to Philly, man. Right. I've never been to a cookout in Philly yet, so I know it's going to be absolutely wonderful. If you haven't been to a cookout, like I said, there are many Passovers. So go lock in, man. What else we got, Bonk, y'all? That's it. I think give that a hand. The Montgomery Brawl anniversary is today. You show me your shirt real quick, Bonk, if you could. Show them the shirt. How can we forget? Y'all remember the Montgomery Brawl? Check that out. Look at that. Standing on business. Look at that folding chair across your head. You understand? That's what you're gonna get. Big dope shirt, man. Big shout out to my brother. But yeah, man, you know what I mean? The Montgomery Brawl anniversary. Y'all remember that when they tried to run up on that brother and he threw the hat in the air, sending the bat signal for all Negroes, Latinos to come help him beat the hell out of them devils on that boat dock. And that one brother who swam across the damn wake zone, they go over there and get him some. Yeah, but that happened a few years back. We called it. We'll have a drink to that today. Damn it! I know that's not a historical event, but to blacks, Latinos, it is. I ain't never gonna forget that folding chair, brother. You know what I'm saying? Get that in hand. A little bit of brother and sisterhood. We can accomplish many things, but yeah, we'll get right into it, man. Like I said, y'all got any questions? Feel free to type them in the chat. This is the Wednesday night biblical law class. All right, the biblical law class, and we're gonna talk about some laws, some stories, all kind of things coming up. So like I said, y'all got any questions? Feel free to type them in. Sister Kaya Watson, the building, shalom, baby. You know what I'm saying? Who else? That's it right now. Okay. Y'all got any questions? Type them in. All right, we're gonna get right into it, man. I know y'all been watching the news like you should be and paying attention to your Facebook news thread. If you don't watch CNN or Fox News or WRAL, you're on Facebook, Instagram. You hear about Nolan Wells. You hear about social injustice. You hear about job closings, shortage of food, water supplies getting all jacked up, Iran, North Korea, China, drones, thermonuclear destruction. Brother, it's about to go down. If you cannot pay attention to the signs of the time, you're lost. You understand? We're living in the last days of Esau's kingdom. This earth, this planet is not going anywhere. It's going to remain here. but the people in charge will not be in charge much longer. Blacks, Latinos, the American Indians will rule in the kingdom of heaven under our King Christ, man. And we're in that time now where it's high time for us to wake out of sleep and get our conduct together. You understand what I'm saying? We have to become better people. We have to be who the Lord called us to be. And how we do that is through our moral compass, which is this Bible. This Bible is the key to all of our knowledge, the way we eat, how we behave ourselves, and who to worship, how we worship, how to maintain brotherhood and sisterhood, man. How we function as a society is right here in this Bible. That's why these classes are important, man. Because the kingdom of heaven will be the only place ever in existence, man, where you have true brotherhood and sisterhood. You understand what I'm saying? Under a righteous king. You understand? A black man. If you could, brother, give me Isaiah 48:8, man. We'll just get right into it, get off a few law scriptures, man. You know what I mean? You got any questions? Like I said, type of man. Today is the anniversary of the Montgomery Brawl. Folding chairs upside your head. You understand?
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 48, verse 8.
Uh-huh.
Yea, thou heardest not. Yea, thou knewest not.
Mm-hmm.
Yea, from that time that thine ear was not opened.
Mm-hmm.
For I knew that thou wouldest deal very treacherously
with them. Is that 40:8?
You said 48:8?
Sorry, 40:8. That's my bad. I know I talk fast. Yep. Yeah, my bad. I said 48. My bad.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
The grass withereth,
Mm-hmm.
the flower fadeth.
That's right, man. These things are things that fade and withereth away. Go get some flowers. Soon they'll get old and wither. Look at the grass. Sun hit it, it scorches, gets real brittle, and withers away. You understand? These are things that will not last. Go ahead.
But the word of our God shall stand forever.
The word of our God shall stand forever. These philosophies of America and white Jesus, they're not standing. Your Christian church dogma and philosophies is being broken as we speak. From a bunch of Negroes standing on the corner, tearing down those strongholds for your disgusting Christian pastor. See, those don't last. But the word of our power, our God, you understand, that's going to last. And that's his law. These laws, statutes, commandments are not going anywhere. And why should they? You give me one law that should be done away with. Just give me one. Give me one law that should just be, oh, you shouldn't have to do that. You understand what I mean? Read that last part again, Mark, y'all.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
The grass withereth,
Mm-hmm.
the flower fadeth, but the word of our God shall stand forever.
The word of our God, man, our power, man. Blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians. We have a God. We have a power. The Chinese man got his dragons and dragonflies and fat Buddhas. The African man got his cow dung and his stupid Shaka Zulu, or whatever the hell Africans worship, and white Jesus. The Arabs got Allah and a stupid cobblestone in the middle of the desert where they kiss it and hump it. They got Aladdin and a genie lamp. You understand? Japanese got their God, the grasshopper. And whoever the hell else they worship. East Indians got their God, Shiva, with all them arms and all that nonsense. Well, who's the God of black folks, man? What does he look like? Who's that God that we call on? Who do black people call on when they're in trouble and their child is sick? Or they want God to answer their prayer? What God are we calling on? Because if you call on any of those other gods, you might as well just not say nothing at all. Our God, our power. You understand what I mean? That he said what?
The grass withereth, the flower fadeth, but the word of our God shall stand forever.
The word of our God shall stand forever. Everything in this Bible is going to stand forever. I don't care if you don't like the dietary law. It ain't going nowhere. You love tuna fish so much, you better check out some salmon. You like shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster, you better start eating lawful meats like beef, turkey, and chicken. You cannot smoke marijuana. Stop self-diagnosing. Go to a doctor, get a real prescription for something. And it ain't gonna be no smoke. You understand what I mean? You don't know if you can what holidays to celebrate. Contact the I.S.U.P.K. We'll tell you. We'll break down Leviticus 23rd chapter, man. We'll give you the high holy days. We'll give you something to celebrate. Some of these high holy days last a long time, brother. Should you do drugs? Should you celebrate your birthday? All that's in this book. How should you forgive somebody? Should you forgive this sister? Should you forgive this brother? Should you forgive your father? Should you forgive your mother? How should I do these things? How should I love one another? How can I prove a friend? All that is in this word from our God. That's special, man. You can't find another book dedicated to their people like this Bible, man. You won't find it. If it is a book, it's full of malarkey, garbage. Book of the Dead is garbage. The Talmud is garbage. The Necronomicon is garbage. The Book of Satan, it's the Satanic Bible by Antoine Levy is garbage. Morals and Dogma, garbage. Any Masonic book order, garbage. 48 Laws of Power, garbage. You understand? The Secret, garbage. The Book of Mormon, garbage. What's the toilet paper one? The Quran, garbage. The Great Controversy, garbage. Anybody want to steal one excerpt out of there about the Council of Nicaea, but this rest of it's garbage. It's all lies. The Story of Redemption, hot garbage. 24 Hours in Hell, lie, garbage. Steps to Christ, garbage. What else? We can go on about these dumb books that have no real knowledge in them. They're all lies, but not this King James Version Bible, not the Apocrypha, showing you how to be a better person, what your ancestors fought and strive through. And when they turn back to the Lord, how the Lord blessed them and delivered them. We got to turn back to God. We have to turn back to the Most High, the nigga God, man. We can no longer serve these fake gods. Big shout out to Sister Namia, man. Shalom, sis. I ain't seen you in a while. Good to see you there. Yeah, hold it down there in South Carolina, man. That's a heavy sister right there, man. I was telling y'all earlier, man. Get you some good sisters in the school, man. Shout out to Sister Lanisha. Kalaya Pa in the building. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Sister Maya Paya in the building. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? I.S.U.P.K, we got the best sisters, man. I love my sisters. They give you hope in this mug. Just when you start seeing all this garbage on Instagram and Twitter about these knucklehead women, you come in contact with these sisters UPK, brother. You have a newfound, refreshed, renewed mind on how to love your sisters. Breath of fresh air, man. Big shout out to you sisters, man. I want the kingdom to be full of women like that. And it will be. It will be. Where we at? That was it on that?
So like you pulled a heavy point about smoking, you know, and there's a lot of these big-headed Negroes that, you know, fall into that. But I just a quick Google search, you know, when it came down to smoking.
Yeah,
and its dangerous effects on the human body.
Oh yeah,
so smoking harms nearly every organ in the human body.
Good God Almighty,
causing severe disease and reducing life expectancy by 10 to 15 years. So
reducing life expectancy.
You take 10 to 15 years off your life when you sucking on that blunt, that hookah, that cigarette, that Black and Mild.
Oh Lord! And don't forget the vapes. The diet cigarette, what they used to call them, the electric cigarette, which is damn near worse because it encourages you to smoke more. You might got some brothers and sisters smoke a pack a day, which is outlandish. You're smoking a pack a day, which might be light to some people. But brother, you get one of them electric puffers, you are smoking more than a pack a day. It's such an inconvenience. It's such an oral fixation. It's a bad habit and it destroys your lungs. Vaping has so many diseases they came up with now. They didn't have names for them. It's irreversible lung damage, what they call it. Young teenagers, man, these vape competitions, you blowing smoke, creating smoke figures. And it's so handy dandy. And it tastes like cotton candy and mango and pineapple. Good God. Go ahead, brother.
I got other facts. Respiratory system. This is what it does to your you have to breathe. We need air.
Oh, this is for you smokers. Listen up, you smokers out there.
You don't have gills like a fish.
Right. You don't, yeah. A fish got gills. You got lungs, fleshly lungs.
It says chronic obstructive pulmonary disease or COPD. Smoking is the primary cause of COPD, including chronic bronchitis and emphysema, which destroys the air sacs in the lungs.
Oh, man.
The reason why niggas is sipping lean. So
yeah. And then you get hooked on that too.
Lung cancer. Smoking causes approximately 90% of all lung cancer deaths.
Oh, my goodness.
Infections. It paralyzes the cilia, small hairs that sweep out toxins, leading to increased susceptibility to pneumonia and a chronic cough.
Oh, my goodness. a chronic cough. That's that smoker's cough. It's chronic. It ain't going nowhere.
30 seconds.
Every 30 seconds, you get that little tingly midget in your throat, tap dancing on your throat. And you got a cough. That's smoker's cough. You did it to yourself. Why do you think the Lord wants to see? Ask yourself this question. Do you think the Most High God, who is our Father, wants to see his child harm himself? Do you want to see that? You know what I'm saying? You see movies where the child is all being banged up and danged up, and the parents don't want to see him harm himself. So sometimes they say, you know, just pull the plug. Maybe the Lord might look at you and be like, I'm about to pull this plug. I no longer want to see my child do this to you're killing yourself anyway. You're doing it slow, methodically. The demon is having its way with you. You're going from a smoker's cough to emphysema to COPD, complete just heart failure and lung cancer. And now what? Why not just get you out of here now? Tell you, man, the Lord is merciful, but your grace can run out. Can and will run out. Brother's laying something heavy down for you smokers out there. You understand? This Bible is against smoking. That is a big problem in the Black and Latino community. It is. Smoking is killing us. Along with pork, gun violence, and a white man running around open season on niggas' ass. Who needs cigarettes and blacks and weed? Why would we add that to the table? Can we just stop with the smoking? Can we find it in ourselves and say this is a heathen custom that's been around since Egypt? We don't need to partake in this any longer. We're better than smoking. Fight the demon of smoking. You'll be better for it. Your body will thank you. You understand what I'm saying? We thank you when you stop smoking, because now you're not convincing and looking cool in front of the kids. Right. You're not tempting them to pick up a blunt or a vape and smoke too. You're bad influence. The Chaldeans G96. Yes, smoking cigarettes, definitely. There's 7,000 chemicals in that thing. Disrupt all the spiritual properties of the herb. Oh man, I had to stop that poor. Give Chaldean G96 a hand. He right, man. I'm not sure they're sister or brothers, but you know, Chaldean. I don't know if that's your real last name, but you might want to rethink that name, brother. Good God. But he or she is absolutely right. 7,000 chemicals in that damn thing. You want to put that in your body? Your body belongs to the Lord. That's your temple. That's not yours. You understand? I've been stopped smoking and I don't drink for real. Give well at all. Yeah, man. Give him a hand, man. You know what I mean? All of Southern Pines, man. Young man Miles, man. Yeah, that demon of smoking is a strong one, man. It's difficult. It's one of the most difficult things you'll do is to put the blunt down or the cigarettes or the black and white, whatever your choice of smoke was. You have to in order to quit smoking, there's several things that have to happen. And you could get counsel from the I.S.U.P.K. We are, stalwarts on making sure our people quit smoking and being belligerent drunks and alcoholics and crackheads and all. We get you all. We'll get you clean in this school. Trust me, I know. You'll be clean in this school. You understand? So with that being said, one of the most difficult things is to stop smoking, man. It becomes habit. So much so you look forward to hitting that pack of cigarettes on your hand. The way that new pack of Newports feels. What are Newport shorts? Rolling a blunt becomes like a ritual. You look forward to getting a fresh pack of, woods or whatever you smoke, your papers. It's spiritual. It becomes habit. You look forward to rolling a blunt. You admire when you actually roll up. You look how I pearled that thing. Look at that thing. And you get ready to suck on it. My thing is, you have to break that spirit, man. It's all evil. But you have to want to. You have to know that smoking is wrong. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'll make a conscious decision to serve God. And if my God of this Bible, who gives me breath and life in my lungs, tells me it's wrong, I'll stop smoking. You understand? Find a reason to quit smoking, man. Think about what Christ went through for you. Christ died on that cross for you to stop smoking, not to keep smoking. Go ahead, Bonkiel, please.
So, I got a precept real quick.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to start at the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 25.
Mm-hmm.
This is so heavy.
Mm-hmm.
There is a way that seemeth right unto a man.
Oh, there's a way that seems right, brother. It seems right, don't it, Bonkiel, to go ahead and get that Newport shorts or Marlboros. It seems right to put that vape, because guess what? They said vaping and hookah is better than actual cigarettes. It seems right to you, but go ahead. Oh, everybody's doing it. Look at Future. Look at Lil Baby. Lil Wayne is doing it. Hell, John Wayne was smoking. Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa. Your grandma used to watch Gunsmoke. All them bad Mama Gemmas had cigarettes in their mouth. Everybody's smoking. Who says it's wrong? Remember, we was little kids. They had the gum cigarettes. We used to go buy them at the candy store in the mall. Like it was a candy store back in Cross Street Mall back in the day. We used to buy the candy cigarettes, and that little powdered sugar looked like smoke. You used to blow it, and the little powdered sugar come out like smoke until they stopped selling them because they realized marketing smoking to kids was wrong. The Marlboro Man, Joe Camel, some lady sued their ass. So it's wrong. And it kills you. The pack of cigarettes says, the Surgeon General says, it can and will cause cancer. Read on.
But the end thereof are the ways of death.
It seemed right for you to smoke. It seemed right for you to go get a vape. But the end of those things is death waiting for you. The hospital bed. Having pneumonia is terrible, brothers and sisters. Not being able to breathe is life-changing. You understand? A lot of you don't wait until you're in the hospital begging Facebook for prayers because you couldn't put that cigarette down. And then a doctor tells you we seen some spots on your lungs. Don't play with the Lord's grace, man. Shout out to Miles. Say he don't even smoke at all or barely drink at all. Well, ain't nothing wrong with drinking. You just can't be a pissy drunk. That's the sin in drinking. Daniel, the Chaldeans, G says, I'm not going to rethink. Oh, I think he said, I'm going up some Bonky. My bad.
He says, I'm not going to rethink it. Isaiah 56. My real name is Jebediah Kabbalah Covenant. Okay. Okay. Well, shout out to Jeremiah. He's a brother. Okay, Chaldeans. Hey, man, I feel you on that. He's right about those chemicals, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to you for checking in, man. He's absolutely right. He says, Calvin Sanders, thank you. What did it say? Thank you, brother. I need to see this. I hear you, Father God.
That's right, man. The Lord put us here as a warning to our people in these last days. Like a trumpet is loud and black as hell. That's us. We're the real priests and prophets of the Bible. And smoking is plaguing our people. We all been through it in some shape, form, or fashion. And that will put you out the smoking cigarettes will not be in the kingdom of heaven. Would you go to Christ and offer him a cigarette? Right. You see YAHANNA, you gonna offer, hey, you want to smoke? You gonna sell him a 3.5 of weed? I don't think you would. I don't think you would do that. You wouldn't tell Christ that you got them pounds for the low. I know you wouldn't do that. Ain't no smoking section in heaven. There will be no smoking section in the kingdom of heaven. That's right, Bonky, y'all. You understand? Ayathon says, once that cancer hit, Dr. Sabi go out the window. Now you want to pray. Yeah. And Dr. Sabi, the alkaline fortress, he died of pneumonia in some jail for practicing medicine without a goddamn license. Yeah, there goes your smoke. That's right. And smoking also is so bad spiritually, man, in all facets. Not only is it heathen custom, but you will rat and snitch on your whole crew because you want that cigarette. Because I think the white man, the police, they got 72 hours to detain you without cause. They got to let you go. You can't go 30 minutes without smoking a blunt. Some of you niggas can't even go an hour without a smoke break at work. You can't listen to music without being high. You can't have sex without being high. You can't eat without being high. You can't leave the house without being high. How the hell are you going to survive anything? You're going to rat on your whole crew. As soon as you get pinched, you're going to squeal. Go ahead, please.
No, there's other damaging effects of smoke.
Please let them hear the damaging effects of smoking.
We're going to skip over the cardiovascular.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're not going to skip over it. It's just heart disease and stroke. Smoking damages blood vessels, making them thicker and narrower, and increases blood pressure, leading to heart attacks and strokes.
Half of us already got blood pressure and high stroke. You want to smoke on top of that? Go ahead.
Peripheral artery disease.
Oh, Lord.
Reduced blood flow, particularly to the legs and feet, can lead to infection and potential amputation.
Yep.
Blood toxicity, carbon monoxide reduces the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood. Here are other damaging effects.
Oh, man.
Reproductive health.
Uh-oh.
Smoking causes infertility.
Yes, it does.
Erectile dysfunction.
Good God. Now I see why them honey packs is flying off the shelf. Now I see why them honey packs is flying off the shelf. You think you're doing something trying to get yourself on the move by smoking. It's counterproductive to your reproductive health, brothers and sisters. I never understood that. You smoking a cigarette can't be good for your, for your private down there. It can't be. How could smoking cigarettes be good? I will let that go. I'm not a gynecologist, but I got good sense. I got real good sense. I see this as a smoking. I'm like, yeah, that cat ain't no good. That cootie cat ain't no good. Dry as a desert. It's probably smell like Newport 100s. Virginia Slim cootie cat. Who wants that? Go ahead.
Smoking causes infertility, erectile dysfunction, and increases the risk of ectopic pregnancy, miscarriage, and stillbirth.
Oh, man.
Immune system and cancer. Smoking weakens the immune system and causes various cancers, including bladder, kidney, liver, and stomach cancer.
Oh, my goodness.
Skin and dental health. It causes premature aging, wrinkles, stains teeth.
That is true. All that is true, but that's particularly heavy and noticeable. It stains your teeth and makes you look older. I remember, and it really does something with our sisters, man. It's like our sisters are so beautiful. When it comes to illicit drugs, you can tell on those sisters so fast, and you can look at her, you can see the window through her and look at that she's been getting high or smoking cigarettes. It ages you terribly. It steals your beauty. It steals your youth and your innocence from you when you're smoking. Teeth all brown and yellow. You get that stupid old, hey, you start talking like that little raspy voice. Sound like James Earl Jones when I call you. Coughing every 30 minutes. Your car smell like cigarettes. Your hair smell like cigarettes or weed or Black & Miles. You know what I mean? Or you vaping constantly. You constantly got to have that vape. And then if you lose your vape, who got my vape? Who see my vape? You ready to put the Drake on the whole house because somebody took your vape. It's crazy. It's insane. And it's highly addictive. Smoking is addictive. It's a demon that wants to kill you. And the quicker you stop smoking, the quicker you will find life. Get counsel from the I.S.U.P.K on how to stop smoking. You can win. You can defeat that smoke. You can absolutely stop smoking and become a brand new person. You just got to want to. The people around you aren't good enough for you to quit smoking. You didn't read the New Testament, what they did to Christ when he died for your black ass. He didn't even know you. But he died for us sinners, so he wouldn't have to smoke. And if we do smoke, should stop because Christ died and paid that cost. He paid it already. How do we pray? How do we repay him? I don't think by firing up a blunt or charging a vape is repaying him. I don't think that is. You understand? Anymore? Ayathon is absolutely right. Doctor, yeah, you better stop listening to Dr. Sabi. Dr. Sabi didn't have a problem with smoking weed. You see where he's at. Go ahead, please.
We're in the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 26. He that laboreth for himself.
Right.
For his mouth craveth it of him. Verse 27. An ungodly man diggeth up evil.
Yeah, an ungodly man, not a righteous man, not these brothers back here in the I.S.U.P.K. We're righteous men, striving to be perfect, keeping the law, statutes, commandments. We don't dig up no evil, but this is an ungodly man who will.
So, like, if I may,
go ahead.
Even with respect to verse 26, where it says, "He that laboreth for himself," you ain't smoking for the benefit of your children,
right?
For your husband, or for your wife. You're doing this for you.
It's very selfish. It's very selfish.
It's very self-involved.
Yes.
It's very self-absorbed.
Yes, it is.
This when you see a person smoking, just know that that's demonic possession.
Yes, it is. They don't care about being here for your children or grandchildren. You don't care about that. You don't even care about being here for your husband. You don't even want to be here for Christ or you. You just want to just end your life. Your addiction is greater than your love for your people. It's a sad thing. You should quit. My brother's absolutely right. Smoking is selfish. Go ahead.
It says, for his mouth craveth it of him. Anybody that's ever smoked, especially if you smoke anything, like nicotine or even with the weed, it is addictive.
Oh, highly addictive.
You start having cravings. You crave the weed.
Yeah, you do. You crave the weed and you will go through so-called withdrawals. You can have withdrawals. You remember back in the 80s and 90s, see, they tried to say that, y'all, some little older might remember this. Weed is not addictive. You can quit smoking weed. Bull jive. To a nigga who smokes weed a lot, brother, it's addictive. And you can go through withdrawals of smoking weed. We also can cause psychosis. Weed causes psychosis. You will find yourself in Dorothea Dixon Mental Hospital or some hospital in the psych ward because you want to get high. And your body can't, your brain and chemical imbalance and putting fire to the weed, a demon will have your life. You will be in somebody's psych ward out of your mind because you want to get high. And that schizophrenia is irreversible. They can only manage it with medication. But the demon's going to tell you not to take your medication because you're going to listen to Dr. Sabi. You're going to listen to some nut like Dr. Phil Valentine or some idiot online. They're going to tell you, you don't need meds. And then you're going to be dead. Who's this commented right here? Scroll up on them a little bit more too to see who. Ayathon said, it's crazy because a cigarette buzz wears off in minutes and leaves you tired or down, which prompts the urge to smoke another cigarette. Nicotine is a highly addictive psychoactive drug. It's a downer. He is absolutely right. Give him a hand. And that's coming from a certified licensed dental hygienist. He also sees your nasty teeth every morning. Coming in there because you got a goddamn toothache because you can't stop smoking. You get teeth right out your mouth. Ayathon's absolutely right. Just like weed. Once you smoke the weed, eventually you're going to come down and you're going to need another blunt. That's what chain smoking comes from. You start chain smoking because you want to stay in that buzz phase. You love the way it feels. You love being high. You like the buzz a cigarette gives you. After you eat a big meal, a Golden Corral, you take your fat ass outside and smoke a cigarette. After that Thanksgiving pork, you go right outside and have a cigarette. You like the buzz. And you're harming yourself while you do it. Go ahead, please.
So, what's so heavy about that is like after the Thanksgiving meal, you need a cigarette, but before that, you need a blunt so that you can get
come on, y'all, please. Come on. We can just shut the class down now. It's a conundrum of sin. And we're not even on Thanksgiving. You see how it's all in the same nasty pool of sin that we're trying to free you of this. You get what I'm saying? Unlawful foods. That's why heathen customs have to stay with the heathen. Because when blacks, Latinos get a hold of something, we take it to the max and we pay for it worse than they do. When a black man or Latino man decides to smoke cigarettes and weed, we get sick faster. Why? Because we have laws for us not to be like the heathen and take heathen customs. It's all through the Bible. But we're laying to you, your Christian pastor would never say this in front of his congregation. Right. He won't put no spiritual ties to it. Why? Because he just wants you to he don't give a damn if you smoke or not. It's probably a smoking section in the church. I bet you that churches got smoking sections there. They want your money. They don't want to free you of those demons, though. It's the difference between Commander YAHANNA and your stupid, fat, greasy, money-grubbing pastor. He don't care about your soul. Go ahead, brother, please.
Like, if I may, the old man. I know we ain't supposed to speak about the old man, but I do remember recall.
Confession is good for the soul.
Yeah, smoking cools
Mm-hmm.
in Halton Parish, Louisiana, in the pastor's chambers. They back there counting the money.
Yeah.
The pastor got a cigarette in his mouth. All the deacons got cigarettes in their mouth. They sitting there counting the money.
Right.
Smoking in the church, brother.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Salaki.
No, I can see the vision. I can see it. Counting the money. We made off good today with a cigarette in their mouth. Why? Because Christians don't believe in laws. The Christian church as a whole tells you that God's laws are done away with. Right. In the I.S.U.P.K, we're telling you that's a lie. That's a lie. You better and you must keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, or you will not make it on those chariots. That's right. The Lord might show mercy on a few job turkeys, but I wouldn't bet on it. I'm making my election sure. I don't want to lift up the chance. You understand what I'm saying? And this is another thing. You want to know how I know these things fit in the little moral oral bowl. You want to know how I know that you niggas know, Negroes and Latinos know that smoking is bad? Because if I asked you, you got kids, right? Yeah, I do got kids. Do you want your kid to be a stripper? No. Why not? You go to strip clubs. Do you want your child to be gay? No, no, I'd rather them. Yeah, because you know it's wrong. Would you want your child to smoke? No, I want, because you know it's wrong. Would you want your grandbaby to smoke? No, I want my. So what are we talking about here? You know it's wrong because you only want good for your children. You only want good for, but see, why you don't want good for yourself? Why? You know that's a demon and you have to fight it. Smoking is wrong and it will kill you. Point blank, period. Ain't no getting around that. You understand? Who else? I had a comment. Let me go up here.
Right.
Who else up there? Oh, so I got some more brothers up here. Okay, so Kabbalah, Yesod, Covenant, Genesis chapter 3, Revelations 22. Not sure. I think he's talking about his name. Law, statutes, and commandments, the cherubim. Okay, brother. I hear you. Start the foundation covenant, the flash. Okay. He said, and just for those who are watching them and not trying one of them or nothing, I'm actually assisting them in their talking about smoking. Brother, take your medication, brother. Take your medication. I was with you for a minute. You jumped off in the deep end, brother. Take your medication. You'll be all right. Calvin Sanders, big shout out to you, man. And Lord be with you, Calvin Sanders. You absolutely can stop smoking, or somebody around you can stop smoking. You better tell them. You know what I mean? Make your election sure. You understand? Big shout out to everybody in the chat. You know what I mean? We see all your comments. You got any questions, feel free to type them in the chat. Lord willing, we'll get our best to answer them. What else?
Just finish that verse off.
Yeah, go ahead, brother, please.
It's the book of Proverbs chapter 16, verse 27.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bedrock, weed smoking scripture.
Oh, yeah, please. Yeah.
An ungodly man diggeth up evil.
Ungodly man will dig it up evil. You understand? Tobacco, opium, your weed, all that. Come from the earth. Go ahead.
And in his lips there is a burning fire.
Where you putting the weed at? You're putting it, your lips are burning. That red cherry fire on the end of that blunt that's that burning fire. It's in your lips, in your mouth. The big old ashy lips sucking and pulling on a blunt or a cigarette. And you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You have to look in the mirror and hate what you see in order to change and be truly repentant. You understand? It's nothing sexy. There's nothing good. You don't pay honor to God by smoking. It's a very selfish act. And that selfish act is like suicide. You're just doing it slowly. Just like, what's the nigga name from Lean On Me? Joe Clark. He took Sims on the roof and he told him, you smoke crack, don't you? Instead of smoking crack, you want to kill yourself, right? Don't F around with it. Do it expeditiously. There's a faster way to the bottom. Don't let the Lord make that decision. You better make your election sure today. You better quit smoking. And the sound of my voice, if you are smoking cigarettes or any weed, you're smoking vapes, anything, you better make sure that you fight that urge, man. Fight it. Go on a goddamn fast. Tax your spirit and your soul. Ask the Lord to help you put that cigarette down, that blunt down, man. And you can do it. It is possible, but you got to want it, man. You got to think about the people that want you to stop smoking, including Christ. That should be enough for you to put that crap out and never pick it back up again. Anyways, what do I know? You're going to keep smoking any damn way. Where we at? Give me Romans 2:13. Which is a biblical law class. All right, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Big shout out to everybody who's logging in today. You know what I mean? We're going to get it in. But yeah, my brother's absolutely right. Throw out for that bonky out. Smoking is against the law. You understand what I'm saying? Being a drug addict, selling drugs, witchcraft, all that's against the law of God. And it's heathen custom. That's what really makes it against God. It's a heathen custom. Heathens smoke cigarettes. And heathens smoke better than you anyway. Black people don't look cool when they smoke. Yeah, John Wayne looked cool when he smoked. You look stupid. You look dumb. Outside cold as hell. Whew, cold. Oh my God. You look crazy. What are you doing? You look cool. He just look cool when they smoke. You look absolutely like a sinner and a goofy and very common and low class. Leave smoking up to the Africans and Asians and white folk. Let them smoke until they goddamn lungs come out their chest. But blacks, Latinos, you know better than that. Well, let's choose life. You understand? Go ahead, brother, please.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 2, verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
For not the hearers of the law are just before God.
Not the hearers of the law makes you just before God. Yeah, you might have came to a camp. You might have stood out there with your arms folded like, yeah, I agree with them brothers. Yeah, man, sure. You know what I mean? You might have heard Commander YAHANNA's Monday night Junior Muhammad's breakdowns. You might have heard us break down these scriptures. You heard your grandmama tell you not to do drugs and not to do this and that. You might have, but there's more. Go ahead. You might have heard it.
But the doers of the law shall be justified.
Yes. The doers of the law shall be justified. Not the doers of who can get the most money. See, a lot of you get caught up in that. I mean, I'm doing the work, so I should reap the benefits. You're trying to reap monetary gain. So you got it all clouded and confused. Lord don't give a damn how much money you have. What are you doing with that money? See, the doers of the law will be justified. I want to know, have you been eating pork? Are you a pedophile? Are you a murderer? Are you someone who covets? Are you unbrotherly? Are you unsisterly? Do you pay your tithes? Do you smoke crack? Do you celebrate the holidays and your birthday? See, I'm more concerned with that because the doers of the law will be justified, not just the hearers of it. Cares if you heard it. What have you done? What have you done? See, you got to do something. Action is something that we got to get better at, man. We got to stop all this mouth lip service, all this yapping, and actually do something. Actually show the Lord that you can be righteous like Christ was. You can be like Christ. A black man had a family, a mother and a father, brothers, sisters, from the hood, Nazareth. You understand? Look where you from. Christ was born just like you, and he was sinless. The doers of the law will be justified. Justified means to be right. It means to be found absolutely right in the eyes of the Lord. And you should want to be justified in the eyes of the Lord. You don't want to be found not justified. Oh, brother. Imagine going to court and they tell you, you're not justified. You goofy. You ain't what? You know it's not good, though. You want to be absolutely justified by the law, meaning you want to be found that you've been doing right, correct. You know what I mean? That's what you should strive for. That's what you all strive for. Only the doers of the law will be found just, though. Doers of the law, not hearers only. Any more on that?
It's the book of Romans, chapter 2, verse 13. For the hearers of the law are just before God, but the doers of the law shall be justified.
Shall be justified. Yeah, you might have came to these classes. That was good. That was right. You heard, like I said, you heard it. You heard the law. You sat there, and a lot of cats heard Moses. Who made it to the promised land, though? All of them heard it. Caleb and who? And Joshua. They all heard it. Heard the rumblings. They didn't want to go deal with the Most High. I said, Moses, you go now. We're going to kill us. But the doers are justified. That's what I strive to be, a doer of the law. Someone who holds that in their forehead. You understand? And hopes the Lord has mercy on me and allow me to get on those chariots when calamity strikes. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Bakyo.
Salaki, that's heavy because you got to think about who's telling you not to focus on keeping the laws. Who's telling you that the laws are done away with? Yes. That's what we need to, disassociate from. It's the Christian church.
Yes.
The pastor's telling you it's evil and wicked for you to try to keep the laws. It's evil for you to keep the Sabbath. What y'all keeping the Passover for? Oh no, you don't eat no pork, you don't eat no shrimp, you don't eat no crab, no lobster. Nah, you can eat whatever you want. These are the lies of the pastors that literally scatter, the flock of the Most High Power.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, if I may,
it's wild. Yeah,
it's just
heavy.
ridiculous to me because I know that you're a Christian because you don't read your Bible.
You don't read your Bible, and Christians will only read what the pastor tells them.
That's right.
Actually, the pastor gives you cute little pamphlets for your weekly homework,
Right.
Sabbath school lesson.
Right.
Here, take this dumb nigger and read this with your people because it's cookie cutter. And it keeps you in your left and right limit, so you won't dare go back into the Old Testament. You won't start sniffing around about being who you are. I'm giving you what you should learn. These little stupid pamphlets they give these Christians.
It's the curriculum of white supremacy.
Give them a hand. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Your Bible study, your Sabbath school lessons are curriculums of white supremacy. You can remove who's that that comment on there? Who is it? Got Darash. Hey, big shout out to Darash, man. Shalom, brother. Officer 50. Oh, my fault. Officer 50 Darash mouth in the building. No. Don't put him out. I'll send the comment. You could No, it's at the bottom of the screen. You could take it off if you want to. Yeah, no, you good, brother. Big shout out to everybody in chat. You got any questions for your type, man? Big shout out to Officer Zion Island in the building too. All right, who is this? Shalom, YAHANNA, 50 Durashima. That's what I'm talking about. There wasn't any more of that scripture bunk, y'all. No, you ain't gotta do that. Give me Jeremiah 31 and 33. This is the Wednesday night biblical law class. You understand? And why is God's laws important? Because in the kingdom of heaven, you will keep the law. Right now is your time to learn and start keeping the law. Because a lot of us didn't know it was unlawful to eat shrimp or tuna or celebrate their birthday or vote for some white man. You didn't know these things. Now that priests and prophets are here, the Lord always sends his priests and prophets before he bombs in a piss or destroys the civil. He always gives you a chance to save and turn away from sin. And how he does that through the voice. This is the voice of the Lord, man. He sends his priests and prophets to do it. All you got to do is pay attention and take heed. That's it. You know what I mean? Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 33.
Mm-hmm.
But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel.
Lord made a deal with us. Covenant. Yes, Calvin Sanders, we accept any and all questions, brother. Read it again, Buck, y'all.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 33. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel.
Isn't that good? The Lord made a covenant with the house of Israel. It didn't say the Pentecostal church. It didn't say the Church of Book of Mormon. It didn't say the stupid Allah in Islam and Muslims. It didn't say the Africans, the Asians, the Esau. It says the house of Israel specifically. The Lord made a deal, a contract with us. What is that? Read on.
After those days, saith the Lord, I will put my law in their inward parts.
We'll put his law in their inward parts. Go ahead.
And write it in their hearts.
And write it in their hearts. Go ahead.
And will be their God.
And he will be our power. That's heavy, man. You think you're dealing with somebody righteous, brother. You ain't seen nothing yet to a nigga walking around with the law in his inward parts and in his heart, and he has the Most High God as his power. Can't touch that, brother. That's an anointed brother. That's a brother that cares about his people and his God.
That's right.
And you don't think the Most High cares about him and sees him? It was a brother like that in the Bible. He sent a she-bear for niggas clowning him. Little kids, they killed them all. Read on.
And they shall be my people.
Yes, go ahead.
Lock here.
And we should be the Lord's people. Mind you, because the Christian church exists, we've been taught that God loves everybody. Martin Luther King's dream said little white boys, little white black girls should hold hands and all this nonsense. When you actually open up the Bible and read it and not sing a gospel song, not a hands of praise, not a Men's Day stupid whatever, you'll start to find out that the Most High God is exactly who he says he is, a man of war and separation and a man of his word. And he has a chosen people. It's not lottie-dottie everybody. Some big kumbaya, my Lord, rainbow coalition. That's what's on TV. That's what we've been taught. Not the Most High God. Not in this Bible. It's not that. My brother just read it. And we'll be his people. The Lord only cares about blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And as time goes on, you'll start to see that he cares about us. You're not going to be able to keep getting away with destroying and hurting his children like you've been doing. That's about to come to an end. You understand? Any more on that?
Come on.
Go ahead.
Verse 34. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, and every man his brother.
You don't have to have these classes, bunker, y'all. We could be at home right now playing spades, making love to your wife, playing with the kids, going to Golden Corral for dinner, going to the football, basketball game. We're doing all this now, whatever the world would have us to do, from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and all day Saturday, that belongs to the Lord. Why? And every day of the week classes. Because it's high time to wake from sleep. The work is plentiful, but the laborers are few.
Right.
It's going to come a time where the Lord is putting that, he's going to put it in my inward parts and in my heart, which is my brain. The law is going to be like that, but he's going to read on. Go ahead.
Saying, know the Lord,
for
they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them.
What the Lord is about to do to America and the rest of these princes and kingdoms, thermonuclear destruction is coming because the Lord promised it. He told you in Zephaniah 21, the decree has been signed. Justice and payback for Mary Turner and Emmett Till. You see, when their kingdom falls, ours rises. There's a time coming where we're going to be in charge. And you can't have pedophiles on Epstein list in charge. Donald Trump cannot be in charge in a black and Latino kingdom of heaven when Christ is there. Their time is now, and it's coming to an end. You understand that? Read the last part again, Monkiel. It said what?
And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother.
It's going to go, you have to teach the pork. You won't have to teach. You can't eat pork anymore because the Christians are dead. The pastor is selling oranges on the side of the road. The church doors are closed. I don't have to tell you you can't celebrate Christmas anymore. You're going to find out the hard way when some stupid Arab blows up Times Square on Christmas. You're not going to want to celebrate it anymore because we told you it was a sin, and God's going to show you how serious he is about his laws. Go ahead, please.
So like if I may, that's so heavy because, we in that day right now.
That's right.
Brothers and sisters are waking up online. They're realizing that our oppressor is the devil.
That's right. Give him a hand. He's right. And it ain't for nothing because of the work that Commander YAHANNA has been doing while Christ was left. Raising up young brothers from the hood. You know what I mean? Young brothers that could be doing anything in the world will be right here, waking our people up. Now you know who the devil is. Devil just means deceiver. And I don't give a goddamn what color he is, but this one is a red man. From Genesis 25, Esau is the devil the Bible speaks of. Ain't no getting around that. It's going to come a time where I don't have to teach you you can't celebrate your birthday anymore. Have you not learned from all the killings that happen on birthdays? Every time there's a shooting at some club, it's some nigga's birthday bash.
Nolan Wells was killed on America's birthday.
Nolan Wells, come on, man. What are we talking about? 4th of July. Out there celebrating the nasty, freak nasty America. America is freak nasty. Nothing good happens on your birthday bash. Your homegirls start fighting, and some niggas getting shot, or you're getting kicked out because somebody skipped on the bill, or we ain't cool no more. Nothing good ever happens on your stinking birthday, especially if you're having a party. It's going to come a time where you don't have to teach this no more. Why? Because the law is going to be in your inward parts and in your heart, which is your head, which is your brain. Your heart is not that thing your chest that pumps blood. Who cares about that? That's an organ that God gave you. Your heart is your brain, your mind. When that fine-ass woman breaks your heart, this don't hurt. You can't get her off your mind. You can't even eat. You at her job looking to see what she's doing. Your heart is broken. Your mind has been broken. You get what I'm saying? Your heart is your mind. Always remember that when you deal with the scriptures. Go ahead.
Saying, know the Lord.
You better know the Lord. You better know the Lord. How do you know the Lord personally? You don't know him. You ever seen him, but you know his word. You know the character of God through his law. You know what he don't tolerate, and you know his word is bond. Go ahead.
For they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them.
All y'all gonna know the Lord. Ain't gonna need to be teaching y'all this nonsense about your birthday and vote for some white man and stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance and blowing your hand off for a stupid firework and eating a crab broil because the CDC said parasites are all in the clams. You're gonna know for the smallest of the eldest already. We ain't gonna have to do this. A nation of priests is what we're gaining, what we're trying to attain here. A nation of priests. We all keep the law. We all submit to the Most High, and we yield to the law and order and instruction. That time is coming, and we're building it right here in the I.S.U.P.K. Why would you go to the Christian church when the I.S.U.P.K exists? Why would you step foot in that whorehouse? Why, when the I.S.U.P.K is right here, this little old sanctuary in Fayetteville, North Carolina? Why would you go to any church? Your Christian pastor don't have the answers, damn it.
Right.
You can't answer tough questions. Go ahead.
Saith the Lord, for I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more.
The Lord will do that for you. You a whore, the Lord will forget all those bodies. You got to be changed, though. You got to stop sinning. He won't even remember it no more. He won't. But that's through Christ. See, we have to get to the point where you want to become brand new. You got to hate your old self. When you learn these laws, statutes, and commandments, you see how far you are from the mark. You thought you was being righteous because you sung in the choir. That ain't nothing. This stupid song don't mean nothing to God. Amos, the book of Amos says he didn't want to hear your stupid song. So what do you care about how good you can sing? What are you doing according to my law is what he cares about. The Lord cares about your conduct, how you behave when nobody's watching. Read on. Is that it on that?
Drop down to 36.
If you feel like there's something there, you get that.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 32, verse 36. If those ordinances depart from before me, saith the Lord.
If all those ordinances, which are laws, it's still laws and commandments, an ordinance. You can't do that in here. Your teacher might have had some laws and class rules and ordinances. You might have to wear clear book bags. You can't chew gum in class. That's law. But then you know damn well, you know, there's certain things you can and cannot do. They're all encompassed in being laws and commandments. You can't get around these ordinances. You ain't getting around these high holy days. You damn sure ain't getting around paying your tithes. You damn sure ain't getting around being brotherly and sisterly and not marrying other nations. Ain't no getting around it. Like Rocco said, ain't no way around it. Go ahead, brother.
Then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever.
Yeah, that happens, then we forget about it. That's black talk right there. That's black and Latino slang right there. It ain't happening, Jack. These laws are forever. These ordinances will remain. Don't let your Christian pastor talk about you. Well, the ripping of the veil and the stoning of Stephen, and when God said he was nailed to the cross, that's all jibber jabber. That didn't happen. I don't care if you read it. That's not what that means. The laws, statutes, and commandments are forever. Right. And when Christ rules, he's going to rule with a rod of iron. You ain't going to be able to do all that willy-nilly nonsense you could do here under Donald Trump. Well, Donald Trump give you a little wiggle room. Christ cutting your goddamn head off. Remember that, Jack. If you could, brother. Go ahead, please.
Craft to prosper.
Yeah, Donald Trump allows craft to prosper. Yeah, under that rainbow. That old nasty LGBTQ rainbow. And the color is purple. Don't forget that. The LGBTQ community's national color is purple. I just want to throw that out there. Let's see. About the law being in foreheads, we got that. All right. Give me there was a law coming there. Give me Galatians 3 and 10. Yes, there's always two sides to this thing. You want to be on the side of being found justified, having the law in your forehead. You understand? In your heart, which is your brain. You want to be found with a brand new name, because your old name was filth and you was a liar and you was a crackhead. No one trusted you with your old name. Coming to the I.S.U.P.K, strive to become brand new, and you can become absolutely brand new. Christ died for you to become brand new, for you to get a new name, a new identity. But you have work to do with that. You have to show people that you're not the same lying bastard. You won't scam them anymore. You won't have sex with their wife anymore. You won't steal from them anymore. You don't eat shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster anymore. You dress differently. You walk differently. You talk differently. You forgive better. You're not the same person. If people around you still think you're the same person after coming in here, then you haven't fully changed. And you haven't took hold of what Christ laid down, which was his life and his blood for you. Go ahead, brother, please.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 3, verse 10. Mm-hmm. For as many as are of the works of the law are under the curse.
Under the curses, the works of the law. Some of these laws of the penalty was death, brother. You did something, so you died for it. You might have to pay back this or that. Some work, you ain't want none of that. Priest is knocking on your door, you getting stoned till you die. Go ahead.
For it is written, cursed is everyone that continueth not in all things which are written.
Hold on, brother. Did you just say all or some things?
Cursed is everyone that continueth not in all things.
I thought Christian said that Big Mama said you just got to keep the Big 10, baby.
Cursed is everyone that continueth not in all things which are written in the book of the law to do them.
What is the book of law? This fat, thick book right here is full of laws, statutes, and commandments. I would think more than a Big 10 should fit in this. All things. And don't tell me, oh, it's impossible to keep all 613 and 33. No, it ain't. Because some of the laws don't even apply to you. You ain't no damn farmer. You ain't got no land. You ain't left the projects. So the agricultural laws might not apply to you, nigga. But you can keep the brotherhood and sisterhood laws, which you surely don't. You see, we got to stop making excuses. We got to keep all the laws. You don't want to bring old furniture into a brand new house. That furniture had bed bugs and roach eggs in it. That's you. That pissy. You done pissed on it, corns and feet on the couch. You done farted on the couch. You done spilled all kind of nonsense on the couch. You done burnt hookah coal all on the couch. The couch you ain't bringing that couch into the brand new house. You're not bringing your old self into the kingdom. You're either going to burn and die the first death. Oh, excuse me. You're going to die the first death, or you're going to die that second death. You don't want that. It's best you die that first death, which was crucify that old man. Right. Become brand new. So the second death will have no effect. When that thermonuclear destruction comes, that's for all the job turkeys that refuse to stop smoking. Now is your amnesty. In the military, they had something called an amnesty period, bonky, y'all. I know everybody's military officers. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Amnesty period is somebody stole something. Somebody stole some ammo, night vision goggles, something. I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, or you got to fess up to something, we're going to give y'all an amnesty period, which means it's a box over here. Put it in the amnesty box. We're going to turn our heads, and we're going to allow you the chance to be honest with yourself and come clean and change. Brother, that opportunity, that's a window of time. Amnesty. You see, the Lord gives you grace, a time period to change your life. Why not take hold of it? What say you? What do you have? that these sinners have that you want so bad? I wrestled with this before. If you were to attain $20 billion overnight, what are you going to buy as a sinner that nobody else has? Because you can't you're not going to beat Elon Musk. You're not going to beat the Waltons. You're not going to beat the Amazon nigga. Jeff Bezos. What are you going to buy? A boat bigger than his? He'll buy 3. For what? Your people are on crack in the project still. They're still eating pork and celebrating white man's 4th of July, blowing their hand off. What would you do with it? It's already been done. Don't seek after that. Just become a brand new creature in Christ. There's nothing wrong with being rich. But I know that a lot of us can't handle that temptation. Seek Christ, man. Be Christ-like. Actually appreciate him taking on those lashes for you and step into being brand new. Really desire to be a new creature. Some of us, you actually like who you was. You admire that old rotten liar. Go ahead, sir, please.
So like if I may, this is heavy because you talk to Christians, they don't believe in the Old Testament at all.
Hey, they don't.
But this is, a cold cut against anyone that don't believe that those curses in the book of Deuteronomy. We're in the book of Galatians, which is in the New Testament.
That's right.
It said, cursed is everyone that continueth not in all things.
All things
are written in the book of the law to do them.
Yeah.
Don't judge me because I'll keep the Sabbath.
Right.
Don't judge me because I'm, making all these preparations and spending all this money to make it to the Passover.
Yeah. Oh, they'll judge you for that, Bucky, y'all. Don't. What is this Passover you speak about? Y'all renting a car? Y'all getting planes? See, they talk like that. But see, it said all things. What about coming to forgiveness? Can we talk on that for a second? The Bible says all things. We got a problem in Israel with forgiveness. A huge problem. First, it was the smoking thing. Now I'm going to harp on the forgiveness just a tad bit. We're going to move on. We ain't here all night, damn it. We have to, in all things. See, Christ already laid down what you should do if you are offended. If you are offended, you have to go to that brother or that sister alone first. You understand? It says, go to him or him and thee alone. Sometimes, brother, that's all you really need. I have rarely in this truth seen the other steps take place. If I go to Officer Zion and me and him had a misunderstanding, he might have said something, I might have said something, and it got taken out of context. We're going to handle it right there. Hey, Kowal, let's meet you outside real quick. Oh, come on, sir. What's going on? Hey, man, what the hell was you was being a job turkey earlier. What I do? Remember we was on the podium, you said this, and I looked at you said that, you kept going. I said, yeah, brother, that's not biblical. That's not a, damn, right? I was tripping, sir, Salakia. And guess what I was on to say? Oh, sweat. That's what we're here for. It's done. It don't get to the other steps. Right. Sisters, you got a problem with another sister. Go to her or her alone. Not on Facebook. Don't vague book. Don't do that stupid thing where you post a comment that's about somebody, but you make it like it's about everybody just to gain people to, what's wrong, sister? Don't do that thing. Go right to her. If your husband offends you, go right to him. Tell him what pissed you off or bothers you. Same thing with your uncle, your cousin, your coach. See, these things are already here. Christ already laid it down flat for us. You have to forgive because forgiveness is a thing you desire and you're going to need one day because you're going to make a mistake and you're going to want that same grace that you did not give that brother or sister. You better learn to forgive. That is something that Blacks, Latinos want to hold on. They think it's cute to have a grudge. It becomes part of your aesthetic and your stupid bio. You know what I mean? I'm this, I'm not, and I don't play that. Once you're done with me, you're done forever. You cross me, you done cross with. Shut up. You're a stinking sinner. You're going to die in thermonuclear destruction. We don't want you in the kingdom. We want brothers and sisters who are quick to forgive and say Salakia. You can go there. You go right there.
It's the book of Matthew.
I don't give a damn. We do this every week. We need it. Damn it. Go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee,
Yes.
go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone.
Let's compartmentalize that. That part gets skipped all the time, Bonk, because you go to Facebook first, or you go to Twitter or Instagram, or you go to your homegirl that's not in the truth, or she's in the truth, but that's your road dog, and you tell her first. You don't go right to sister such and such first, which is your first step. And you realize something. When you build up the nerve and the gumption to finally do that, you'll start to realize something will click in your head. You have that, oh, snap. Now I get it. Now I understand what Christ was saying. You just free yourself of it. It kills dysfunctional confrontation. We have to be functional with our confrontation with each other. Dysfunctional confrontation is a demon from the Christian church that you're trying to bring in this body, and we're not having it. We're not going to have that. You can take your ass back to AMZ Zion, hold my mule while I twerk Baptist church, but you're not going to come into I.S.U.P.K and do that garbage. You're going to forgive one another, and you're going to go to them and them alone. I shouldn't even hear that it happened. Go ahead, please.
Salaki, that's how you truly exercise faith.
That's how you do it. In the work. That, give him a hand. He's so right. Why am I saying that? Because faith is your work, what you do. I know you believe in Christ because you didn't tell nobody else but that sister. Right. You say, you know what? Sister been acting kind of funny with me. And sometimes you can't put your finger on it. And I understand this when it comes to women, because women are highly emotional. And sometimes they really can't point an offense out, but they can feel it. Like, I think it's some static here. Yeah. They know it's something. Well, why don't you just go to that sister and say these words? Sister, are we good? Am I tripping? And she looks at you like, what? No, girl. Well, y'all end up laughing. And you might find out y'all got something in common. And you done gained a sister. That's right. Brothers, we do it. We like, hey, man, we just more blunt with it. Man, you tripping now, you tripping. You need to be a Saul. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, when they go, woo, you know, it rarely goes. If it goes to counsel, it just goes to counsel. But we still maintain the brotherhood. Usually. You got some job turkey suckers that, you know, found their way outside of here. But usually it goes well after the first step. Just go to the brother. It takes a lot of courage to go to a nigga, boy. It takes a lot of courage to go to a sister if you're Black or Latino, because we're so used to operating dysfunctionally. You hear your mom on the phone, girl, let me tell you what Shirley did today. You know, this big back heifer picked my lunch up and did whoop, whoop, and said, who lunch here stinking? They talk on the phone, so you sitting back looking at your mama like, being nosy. So when you have a problem with somebody, guess what you do? Girl, let me you pick up the phone just like her. And some of you big back niggas is doing that. Acting like your mama. You already got her shoulders. Now you want to act like her. You got your mama hips, just big butt walking around the house. You just stop being like that. Christ said, go to the brother alone, man. Just go to him. I know it's tough because you rather call a nigga. You rather gossip like your mother. Don't be like your mom in this situation. Go right to him. And if he's a real nigga or brother, he'll hear you. And you gained a brother. Same thing with a sister. You understand? That's a big thing that we deal with in the nation of Israel. And we're going to have to get that right before Christ comes back. Bring your little petty problem to, you know, I ain't going to say that because heads are going to roll. Right. I'm more concerned about what's the next move between Iran, Russia, and North Korea and China. I'm forgiving my brothers. I'm forgiving my father, my sisters, and the crackhead on the corner. I'm forgiving them. So you went to class? You understand? Any more of that, monkey, y'all?
If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother.
And if you hear that, you gain a brother. If she should hear you, you gain a sister. Don't beef with a sister. So what? Y'all share the same husband. So what? Y'all sleep with the same man. Learn to love her. That sister. What if you needed a kidney one day and y'all both had the same blood type? She'd be your road dog then, huh? Don't wait till the Lord challenges you. Don't let the Lord put you in a situation where it forces you to be sisterly. Just do it because you love this nation. Do it because you know you're not a Christian anymore. Prove to the world that you're a brand new creature. Prove it. Prove that you don't get high anymore. Prove that you don't hold grudges anymore. Prove that you don't twerk on tables and dress like a whore anymore. Prove that you don't scam anymore or sell dope anymore. Prove it by your actions. Actually become brand new. You understand? Any more on that, Bonk, y'all?
Con.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
But if he will not hear thee,
Mm-hmm.
then take with thee one or two more,
Mm-hmm.
that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word may be established.
Yes, we need proof sometimes. Witnesses are there for a reason. Oh, yeah. Calvin Sanders, we are always accepting questions, brother. Always. And Calvin was in the class today. You know what I'm saying? Give him a hand. And Calvin, if you still on, if you may or may not be, where you from, brother? So we can give you a shout out, give your city a shout out. You understand? You know what I mean? We had a brother named Miles from what's that? Red Southern Pines, logging in the class today, man. I talked to him earlier. Big shout out to him. And of course, the brothers and sisters locking in. But yeah, man, you know, we gotta learn to forgive, man. That's a big deal in the Black and Latino community. And in this school, you better learn that firsthand, because you can never truly be brand new without forgiving your brother or sister. And that includes your parents. Your parents might not have had all the answers, but they tried, damn it. They tried. Calvin saved from Indianapolis, Indiana. My man, all the way from Indiana, boy. I know that's right. Naptown, Captain Kaposh. You got to lock in with Captain Kaposh while you out there, brother. Captain Kaposh is a heavy hitter. You know what I mean? The Indianapolis campus always going to campus, Chicago and Indianapolis, all up and through Gary, all up and through the parts that you're scared to go. You don't know that's right. Big shout out to Calvin Sanders, man. Lord be with you, brother. Contact the Indianapolis school. You can go to I.S.U.P.K.com and look at your city. If not, you hold tight. I'll get you a number for Indianapolis, brother. You know what I mean? But yeah, shout out to you. We always welcome new brothers and sisters in the chat. You know, this is a live class, man. Unlike your Christian church, the pastor won't stop his sermon to address the people, but Commander YAHANNA, under authority of YAHWH, our King, Black Christ, commanded us to address these people. That's exactly what we do. Yeah, you can point me down. No, that's right, brother. Captain Kaposh is a good man. He'll take good care of you. All them good old officers and captains out there in Indianapolis, man. Indianapolis is a very strong city in the Midwest. You know, big shout out to y'all out there, man. But yeah, forgiveness. We have to forgive. We got to get ourselves off drugs, get out of these zodiac signs, get out of these fraternities, sororities, get out the Christian church, and get out of these philosophies of Satan. A lot of philosophies of Satan exist, man. We got to get out of. We have to break these strongholds, man. And that's what these priests and prophets are for in the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? The Bible says, my sheep hear my voice and they answer me and they follow me. Paraphrasing. You understand? You in this class, it ain't for no accident. You ain't just trip across a rock and stumble in YouTube. The Lord is speaking with you. You might be that brother in Indianapolis to save your people. You understand? You might be from a small city like Red Springs, Maxton, Southern Pines. You could be in damn Biloxi, Mississippi for all we care. God's children are scattered abroad. And we all have a responsibility to bring us all back to Christ. You understand? Listen, we got Galatians. What was we in? Galatians 3 and 10, Mark, y'all?
Yeah, Galatians 3 and 10.
Give me that again. You don't mind. Yeah, Galatians 3 and 10. Let's read that from the top. We're gonna get off. We'll get to the next. You hold on 1 second, Calvin. I'm gonna get you that number to Indianapolis in 1 second.
It's the book of Galatians, chapter 3, verse 10.
For
as many as are of the works of the law are under the curse.
That's right.
For
Go ahead.
For it is written, cursed is everyone that continueth not in all things which are written in the book of the law.
That's right,
to
man.
do them.
You better do them, man. You're gonna be cursed, man. You know how? It's simple. Don't think it's magic. If you don't keep the dietary law and you eat shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster, you're gonna get diabetes, high blood pressure, or some rare parasite that the CDC is gonna warn you about that's in clams, that's in calamari, in oysters, in crawdads. You're going to pass away. See, you better start listening and taking heed to the voice of the Lord, man. Biblical law. You understand? If you could, brother, give me the book of Revelations. Give me Revelations 21 and 24. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna talk about the kingdom of heaven. We were talking about being brand new and some of the issues that plague our people. Now we're gonna bring it home. You know, Revelation is the last book of the Bible. It's in what Christians call, it's in the New Testament. They love the New Testament, but I wonder, they always stay within the gospel, officers. Christians love to stay within the gospel. But Acts, they want to stay all there. Matthew, yeah, they want to be all there, See, but when you start getting into the Old Testament, then the Apocrypha, and then you start tapping the Revelation, you start to feel bad for who you really are. And you start playing in your conscience like, damn, am I going to be one of these people that I might not see the kingdom of heaven? Well, I'm going to save you some time, brothers and sisters. I'm going to tell you who the hell not going to be up in there. You ain't got the word. You ain't got the guess. We coming right out the book. You understand? Big shout out to everybody who's tapping in with us tonight. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse 24.
Yeah, Revelation 21, 24. And brother, the numbers in the chat, brother, for Indianapolis. Go ahead, brother. Yep.
And the nations of them which are saved shall walk in the light of it.
Yeah, the nations that are saved, you're going to walk in the light of it. Yes, this is talking about the kingdom of heaven. Those 12 gates that Revelation speaks about. It's funny that your Christian pastor don't believe in the 12 tribes of Israel, but in the New Testament, in Revelation, it said it has 12 gates. I wonder what those 12 gates are for. It didn't say 4 gates. It didn't say 3 gates. It said 12. There's some significance there. No sweat. I am the bar, brother. I hear you, Calvin. You're welcome. Get a number, a call, give him a text, or give him a call, and he'll get back with you. Those 12 gates are significant, man. You understand? For you New Testament Bible thumpers out there, read on.
And the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor into it.
What would a king of the earth have his glory and honor? I mean, just his fat ass walking through, because most kings is all eating pork and all, they all just big and just willy-nilly, because nothing refused of a king. You ain't good enough. What do you have as a king? A king has money. He has riches. He has power. He has jewels. He has resources. That's what a king is going to bring to the kingdom. Jerusalem, our homeland, our Washington, D.C. It's going to be right there in the Middle East. Right there. King, most YAHANNA Mashiach is our king, a black man who you call Jesus Christ. You think he going to play that? And the Bible says he's a very austere man. Show up empty-handed if you want to. Go ahead, please.
The Persian rugs and the
Dubai give me all that. Persian
leather.
Hey, it's gonna be a brother at the door. Some whatever nigga fly as hell go to. Hey, they got about 50,000 Persian rugs. 50 what? Hey, get the Hawaiians out there to get and bring it. Tell them bring it in here. Get them Africans to go load it up. Yeah, Kobe. We got cow. These cows' feet never touch the ground, master. The finest of fats. Yeah, bring all that. Bring all that. Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor into it.
They bring their glory and honor to it. What they have. That's how they measure. The kings of the earth. You understand? They know who Christ is. You're going to bring all that. You're going to bring all that into the city that never sleeps. Go ahead.
Verse 25. And the gates of it shall not be shut at all by day.
It shouldn't be shut at all by day. A city of commerce, constant goods and services coming in and out of it. Washington, D.C., New York, Vegas never sleeps. You understand what I'm saying? Dubai. All these big old just rich, these cities that you think in your head, but you can't imagine this though. See, eyes haven't seen, no ears have heard how this kingdom of heaven is going to be. See, you reading it, but it's going to be way past your imagination. It's like the gates don't even, it's always, some lights are always on. Somebody's doing something up in there. Go ahead.
For there shall be no night there.
Yeah, see, the city that never, you ever heard it say the city that never sleeps? You ain't got nothing on the kingdom of heaven. where blacks, Latinos rule, with those 12 gates where each tribe comes in represented, because we're God's chosen people. And you nations will bring your riches night and day because you want to get on our good side. And you owe it to us. And you're sorry. And you know we're better than you. And you're afraid. And you better do it. Like we did it for you. Go ahead.
Verse 26. And they shall bring the glory and honor of the nations into it.
What's the glory and honor of Africa? Cobalt, precious diamonds in Sierra Leone, the blood diamonds. I don't feel bad. I want all those blood diamonds. Nigga, keep digging. Don't stop for the white man and show me some movie like, oh, the Africans over there are digging too much. Keep digging, nigga. I want some of them fat blood diamonds too. Why should it stop? Why do white man get? I was like, why do white man get all the blood diamonds? When are we gonna get some?
The bears ain't got nothing on the Lord.
Yeah, they got nothing on the Most High. Oh, I feel sorry for all y'all. Get in there. Now I'll give y'all some water. Y'all get a lunch break because we are righteous people. We dealing with priest and prophets here. We're not savages like the white man. We'll put some little huts out there, some little lunch. You know what I mean? Y'all can't have monkey meat though. We'll give y'all some chicken, some Gatorade or something. You know what I mean? But you gonna dig out them diamonds. You gonna bring them in, brother. I think that movie scared me. What was that movie called with the blood? The blood diamond? I ain't bat an eye. I slept good. I didn't give a damn. It's gonna stop when the white man get enough. Nah, brother. It's still more. The Lord left us some things, some treasures, hidden treasures that for us. Go ahead.
Verse 27. And there shall in no wise enter into it anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination.
Ooh, Lord, go ahead.
Or maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life. Now
we talking different. This is our people here, because that's who's written in the book of life. The Lamb's book of life. You can't be a liar. Why should you get a chance to be around righteous men as a liar? We can't trust you. We can't. Why should you be a thief and be around righteous men? A pervert, a sexual deviant, a murderer, an adulterer. You got all these single women out here with no man, but you want to sleep with my woman? All the high holiness God gave us. You want to celebrate your birthday or Easter or Christmas or some old pagan country nonsense? Oh no, you can't come up here willy-nilly and dwell. You got to go. You got to go. This is the people. When I read this scripture, Markiel, I found myself. I said, you know what? I have to be a brand new person. Because if this book is true and what these words I'm reading are true, I can't come in. Because I fit something, one of these. I'm doing something on that list. And I can't come in the kingdom of heaven. I want to see what it's like. I want to be around righteous men. I want to see women in their full beauty. Where there's no more, just no gun violence. Where there's no white restaurants.
That's right.
What the hell is that? What is black cinema? There ain't no cinema but black or Latino. There ain't no music but black and Latino music. Where the white man is not oppressing us, we can fully be ourselves. Right. I want to see what that's like. I'll stop smoking cigarettes for it. I'll put down a blunt for it. I'll stop scamming. I'll stop murdering. I'll get out my gang. I'll leave the church because I gotta see what that's like. I gotta see. Why should I short myself for that? I've never seen it. My grandma cried and prayed for that under a white pastor. I want to see what it's actually like for a kingdom to be ruled by a black man named Christ and blacks, Latinos sitting on the 12 tribes thrones. Can I get a shot at that? But I gotta be brand new though. That was enough for me, Monkey. That was a good deal. Go ahead.
So, like, if I may, you know, that's so heavy that you said that because, you know, I just pulled up a quick little precept in the book of Salakia. This is wild.
You're welcome, brother. Calvin Sanders. Good shout out to you, brother. Yeah, get a number, call, man. It's a lot of officers down there. You know what I mean? Give Captain Kapash a call. And then go on also I.S.U.P.K Indianapolis. They got live classes, they got food and clothing drives, and he goes to Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic a lot, and Honduras. You might know some people over there. Captain Kapash is a busy man, an excellent captain in this school. You'll be in good hands with those brothers and captains over there and officers. You're welcome. And big shout out to who's else up here. Comment, let me see. Big shout out to Monkey. Yeah, you posted a number. You point me out to them. Okay, yeah.
So, like, if I may,
go ahead.
You know, into the end of that scripture where it says, "Written in the Lamb's book of life."
The Lamb's book. There is such thing as the book of life. And Bankia, blow my. What's in a book? There's words. There's notes. There's names. There's things in a book. A book don't have blank pages of a design, or it's just a notebook. A book don't have blank. It's something in it. What is it going to say about you in that book? Are you some creepy man that's been sowing seeds of discord and lying and scamming and sleep with everybody's wife? All these single women out here need a man. You want my woman. You want to kill. You want to unalive a brother instead of working it out with him and find out it was a big misunderstanding. See, there's words in that book. The book of life is real. What do you think these angels are recording going up and down Jacob's ladder with prayers and incense and all this? What do you think they're doing? The Lord sees you, brother. You don't think he sees you. He knows everybody. See, you know who got the Epstein list before we got it? The angels got it. The Epstein list been out to them. We sitting up here in this dimension like, oh, as priest and prophet, Officer Zion knows from the Epstein list. He might not say it, but he can look at you and tell, yo, you on the Epstein list. He's a priest and prophet. I can tell who the goddamn Epstein list. I don't need to see it. You don't think the angels know who the Epstein list? You better not be found with no negative comments in that book of life. Strive for that. That's when I found out there was such thing in the kingdom of heaven and being righteous and keeping the law. I said, damn, I ain't gonna make none of this. I'm no good. I had to hate what I see in the mirror. I was no good. I don't care if Big Mama said I was good. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bunker. Zion.
So like I was just gonna say, that's where the concept of good and evil come from. Without really knowing the words that are on the pages, what are your concept of good and evil come from?
Right.
And if you're in that Christian church, it's whatever that feels good to you.
Yep.
And the evil is probably just something that you don't like. You know what I mean?
Oh, Zion said a key word. What feels good. Bankia pulled the precept. It's a way that what? It seemeth right because it feels good. It might seem right to you. It ain't right though. Oh, Zion's absolutely right. Gives a damn what it feel like. Feelings ain't facts. When has it ever been? Feelings ain't facts, honey. I'm sorry. Sue me. Go ahead.
So, like, if I may, I just want to pull a quick precept.
Mm-hmm.
The book of John, chapter 14, verse 6.
Go ahead.
We're talking about the Lamb. The Lamb is YAHANNA,
Mm-hmm.
Christ. It's
That's right.
Every fake Israelite that disregards Christ.
Right.
They don't acknowledge Christ in his sacrifice. You know, they teach that Christ was a myth. They don't believe in the existence of Christ. The fake Jew don't believe in Christ.
Yeah, they don't.
This is John chapter 14, verse 6. YAHANNA saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life.
That's right.
No man cometh unto the Father but by me.
But by me. That's right.
That book of life, that's what it's talking about.
Right.
This is Christ's book of life. He's the Lamb.
That's right.
He's the sacrificial lamb.
That's right. Give him a
like
hand, man. You're so right. That's right. No man come to the Father. You ain't gonna just skip and go right to the man. Who do you think you are? Go through Christ. You gotta be brand new. You nigga name Lawrence. Now you gonna get a Hebrew name. You'll get a Hebrew name, and then you can come up in here. You understand? Well, why not? Christ already been. This is one of the sweetest deals ever. I ran into this school. Ran into here, met Officer Zion and other brothers. Why? Because it was a sweet deal. If you're a real Israelite, you know a good deal when you see one. You know, if you're not spiritual, then you might not. You go to Harris Teeter Food Line, you might get a buy one, get one free. That's a good deal to you. Buy three, get one free. But why when Christ said, nigga, I died for all the stuff you did. You was a murderer, a thief, a liar, adulterer, a scammer. You worship other gods. Nigga, guess what? I died for you. All you got to do is never do that again and be brand new. See me too. I ain't got to pay nothing. I just got to be not a bastard, a liar anymore. Oh, I'll take that deal. I got to stop smoking. I can do that. I ain't got to take the whips that you did. I don't have to physically die, but I can spiritually die by stopping the sin I was doing and becoming brand new. I'll take that deal, Christ. The water. I don't think I had what it takes to bear what he bore. I don't think I could. Not when I read the New Testament and saw what they did to that black man in his drawers. I couldn't have done it. Not for no twerking, pork, bat-eye crunching niggas like y'all. Couldn't have done it. Christ did. He's a better man. And I took what he laid down and said, maybe I might have a shot if I try to be perfect. Strive every day to be perfect and put sin behind me and press on towards a new mark of righteousness. Go ahead, brother, please.
So like the brother had a question in the chat. It says, what verses in the scriptures reveal the Latina and Puerto Rican is part of YAHANNA or part of Israel?
The Latina, go to Ephraim when he's naming the sons. In the northern kingdom, southern kingdom, I got you. Now, brother, Latina, that's all our talk. That's what so-called names, the bywords. All right. Calvin Sanders, what tribe are you from, if I may ask? What tribe are you from? And are you specifically, are you from Ephraim, or what they so-called, they just called Northern Kingdom or Southern Kingdom?
Right.
Yeah.
So like there's certain scriptures that we can go in to prove that we're one family and that, that division,
right,
we're going to come back together.
That's right.
From, from Ezekiel 37:19,
Mm-hmm.
Hosea 1:11, Jeremiah 3:18, Jeremiah 50:4. All those scriptures talk about, us being one nation or one family.
Right. Right. Yep. Go ahead. And I'll wait for the answer. What tribe are you from, Calvin, if you don't mind me asking? That's a good question. Yeah, buddy. And then Joseph was an Ephraimite. Joseph went up in Egypt, brother. If you talk about Ephraimites, you talking about a very, very strong bloodline of righteous men and sisters. Joseph went up in Egypt, man, and had them stinking Africans survive through a famine and tried to lay the way for us to come into Egypt and have a smooth time. The sons of Joseph. So you gotta understand, Ephraim is part of the 12 tribes of Israel. You got it. When you get it, go ahead, brother.
When we read Ezekiel?
That's fine.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, verse 19. Say unto them, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim.
Mm-hmm. The hand of who?
Hand of Ephraim.
Go ahead.
And the tribes of Israel, his fellows.
Now, understand something. When we talk about Ephraim, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Naphtali, all that, just talking about the transatlantic slave trade and the bulk of where the people landed. All right. It's not are there some Ephraimites in America? Sure. Are there some in Africa? It could be a nigga over there contracting. It could be Ephraimite in China playing basketball. The bulk of the people during the transatlantic slave trade, you got to understand something. They took the tribes. We were together in the Negro land. All right. In Egypt, in Africa, we always congregate together. So when you went into slavery, you went into that captivity together too. And they sent you based on what you were good at. And you came across the waters and you served at your servitude. You understand what I'm saying? Ephraim, it was so-called Puerto Ricans, meaning rich port. That's the island that they were on, and they served their servitude. You know what I'm saying? Doing what, getting their backs whipped, rice. What else Puerto Ricans, what slavery they doing there? Sugar cane. Kind of like the Benjamites in a sense, but y'all kind of stayed. And then also to the characteristics of Ephraim. Give me a cake unturned if you could, brother. See, a lot of this is spiritual. You know what I mean? You could identify God's chosen people by characteristics. Judah's a lion whelp. hand to be at the throat of his brothers, of his enemies. You can also talk about Simeon, about the sword. You could also, all the characteristics of the Israelites. For example, too, with Issachar. Go ahead with the scripture, if you got it.
Hosea chapter 7,
Mm-hmm.
verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the
Now,
people.
this I love this verse because this right here, what really nailed it home for me. Because you got to have a spiritual eye to be in here, number one, and to be an Israelite too. We're not carnal men. First of all, get that straight. Carnal men belong in a Christian church. And here, you got to spiritual. You got to be spiritual. You understand? And when I read these scriptures explaining, well, who are the 12 tribes? How the hell I know I'm a Judite? And they started explaining their characteristics, why they named them Judah and all this stuff. I'm like, oh, wow. Issachar this and Zebulun that, about the boats and all that. Let's see what they say about Ephraim. Go ahead.
Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people.
Oh, Ephraim mixed himself among the people. Of course he has. Of course he has. Joseph was a stalwart. He was all up in Egypt. Every Puerto Rican, so-called Puerto Rican brother, every Ephraimite I know, they're good at everything. What can't they do? You got Carlos Arroyo in the NBA. You got niggas fixing cars. You got doctors. You got actors. What the hell can Ephraim do? They have mixed themselves among the people. Now you got to find out if this brother or this sister is an Ephraimite based on the characteristics, because they mixed themselves among the people like other tribes have done. So if you mix them among the people, now I got to find out how can I find you if he's mixed among the people? I need more, Bonk. Y'all give me more.
Ephraim is a cake not turned.
Oh, now I got some more proof of it. Now I got some more proof. Now you're mixed in the people. Now I might have a little bit more proof. Ephraim is a what unturned?
Ephraim is a cake not turned.
A cake not turned. You made pancakes before. We live in a just add water society. You know what I mean? You just add water to it. Instant. You get you a cake and you pour your little batter in there. The batter is usually, because there's flour in it or yeast, it's usually light. And if you let that mug sit in the pan with some heat on it, it turned dark.
That's right.
I know Judah usually dark. Simeon, the Dominican, is usually dark. You know what I mean? Even Zebulun come with that little darkness a little bit. Issachar got a little brown to him too. But Ephraim now, Captain Katazar and them, Captain not Captain Kapash, Captain Ash. You know what I mean? This is a cake unturned. What else? Is a what? A cake unturned?
Ephraim is a cake not turned.
Not turned. So you put the cake in there, you little batter, and then what if you flip it? You flip that pancake over that cake over there, cornbread, that water corn, it's a little browner. What if I don't? What am I looking at? See, those are characteristics. Those are just physical characteristics. You can look at them and tell. Most of them niggas are super duper light skinned or fair skinned. That's one of them. That's just one. Not even dealing with the transatlantic slave trade and the bulk of the people being mixed in with the people. It says a cake unturned. Go ahead, please. And give me Genesis 48:5. That's another one. And we can nail this all day long. And the curses follow Ephraim over there to Puerto Rico. So much so they're a byword, meaning those people are called Puerto Ricans. That's rich port. The Bible calls them the tribe of Ephraim. That's not their original biblical name. Just like our ain't nigger or black, it's Judites. Go ahead, Bonkiel, please.
The book of Genesis, chapter 48, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
And now thy two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh,
Go ahead.
which were born unto thee in the land of Egypt, before I came unto thee into Egypt, are mine.
What?
Are mine.
They belong to the Lord, man. You show me a greater people out there than the tribe of Ephraim and what Joseph did in Egypt. They belong to the Lord, man. Ephraimites belong to the Lord. Read on.
As Reuben and Simeon, they shall be mine.
Reuben and Simeon shall be mine. He says, as. That means, Ephraim, you belong to the Lord too. Even in your poverty, even in your calamity, you belong to the Lord too, because the curses follow Israelites wherever they go. It says rich, poor, but you last time I checked, Puerto Ricans ain't just balling out of control in Puerto Rico.
And
So
like
white man is having his way over there.
So like if I may, Bob, for sure. I think sometimes when we read, when you get into Genesis 49, you may not see Ephraim in there. You don't see Ephraim and Manasseh.
Right.
So you won't think that they're part of the tribes. You understand?
Right.
But when you start digging down into it, you go back and, Genesis 48, like Bunky y'all said, those same curses and those same characteristics apply to all the tribes.
Right.
You understand? And the things that happen to Ephraim and Manasseh as well. Like you said, like a cake unturns. Like,
yeah. And because the Lord, see, we're dealing, priests and prophets reading this book. Why would he use a cake unturn of all tribes over Zion? And why would he use a ass between two burdens to describe Issachar, which are the so-called Mexicans? What is an ass? It's a donkey. Take your butt to south of the border and show me how many donkeys and sombreros you see down there.
Right.
Representing the so-called Issachar.
Right. It's like that.
It's like that. You look at lions, look at the Negro.
Yeah.
We always have, my dad has an affinity with lions. Lions every goddamn way. I think he gave us this right here. Tribe of Judah. He's a Judite.
Yeah.
And the curses follow us wherever we go.
And it's like, if I may, I blame the Christian church, because the Christian church will have us believe that all the tribes in this Bible are all fairy tales.
Yeah.
You understand? And so sometimes we be so, what's the word? Cynical. That's the word. Like it has to be, now this has to say this for this to mean this.
Right.
That's why we have to be scholars of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get in here and sit down and learn, just the same way all of us learn. You got to seek out the answers that you're looking for, and then you'll find out. Even the natives, you'll see that there's a reason why Gadites wore fringes, and they still, you know what I'm saying, the reason why they still had the ribbon of blue. And you go back and look at the archaeological evidence that's in, the South Americas, and what's the lunar stone and those things.
Yes,
it's Captain Zakatazar has done
a
phenomenal job.
The Deca Los Ludes.
You can. Yes, and it's all go back, and it shows how our people have always worn the shield of David to identify ourselves. You understand? Right. And it's just, it's a lot of history in there. And the brother asked a wonderful question. That means he's seeking out answers. And guess what? This is the sanctuary that the I.S.U.P.K, the only authorized teachers of the Bible. You understand? So, but if you look in the Bible, it doesn't say I.S.U.P.K is the home of the truth.
Right.
You check the characters of the brothers that you're learning from and say, you know what? This the home of the truth,
right? Based
on the action that you see us do under Commander General YAHANNA.
That's right. Give him a hand. Give me Genesis 41 and 52. You're right, man. That's right. And we know, just like Judah, Ephraim don't die; they multiply. You want to see some niggas in that project, Ephraim and Judah and Issachar, but we have some goddamn own kids.
So, like, if I may,
even in the calamity, go ahead.
You think about the geographical location of Ephraim and Manasseh. You think about Manasseh being who. The Seminole Indians, right?
Right.
Ephraim being the Puerto Ricans, right?
Right.
So like Manasseh being the Cubans, geographically, they are connected. And you think about, you can look at their phenotypical characteristics.
That's right.
You can't tell them apart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, if I may, that would be those Taino Indians that Christopher Columbus fell upon. So like,
yeah, right.
You said Genesis what?
We give him a little bit. Give me about Ephraim. Give me Genesis 41 and 52. Just giving the brother little scriptures mentioning Ephraim so he can look at it and read it.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 41, verse 52. And the name of the second called he Ephraim.
Called you what?
Ephraim.
Go ahead.
For God hath caused me to be fruitful in the land of my affliction.
Causes to be fruitful in the land of my affliction. Rich port. But who the hell is rich in Puerto Rican? Who? And who more further than a Puerto Rican sister or a Mexican brother? Good night. You understand what I'm saying? You see, you gotta understand, you gotta look at this as a spiritual eye too. And then also, like I said, the transatlantic slave trade, along with the scripture, the Bible mentioned Ephraim and all the rest of the tribes split between the northern and southern kingdom. You know what I mean? Then you'll start to see the characteristic of God's chosen people and who they really are. Well, you ask your Christian pastor, he gonna tell you to pray about it. Go ahead, sir, please.
And Salaki, one more thing that's super heavy what you said. Then you'll begin to look at and see who God's chosen people is, instead of trying to accept the white man as being part part of who God chose. You understand?
Yeah.
You start looking, wait a minute, I know it ain't them, and I know it ain't them. You know, say you got to start Xing out all the characters that don't belong. You understand?
Right.
Ham, let me see you Ham. Nasty, you know what I'm saying? It's Ham.
You know it ain't Ham.
You know it ain't Ham.
The Zondervan's Compact Bible Dictionary tells you,
you know it ain't
dark races. We just told you, you looking for Ephraim, don't look for no black ass nigga.
So it's a cake
because
unturned.
it says a cake unturned.
Yeah, so
it said the dark races is Ham.
So he excluded then, right?
So now we gotta
go look at Esau to come out of the Caucasus Mountain,
right?
You know, the cave dweller, if I may. You understand? We know where he come from. We know his characteristic and what the Lord say he gonna do to him, and how he operates even in what's that?
You said cave dweller.
Cave dweller. Who should bring me down? What's that?
Edom, Idumea.
Yeah, come on.
Caucasus Mountains,
Yeah, Caucasus Mountains.
Georgia, Russia.
What's the book I'm talking about?
You talking about the 12 tribes? What's the 13th tribe?
Hold on. Let me be correct with my words.
Go ahead.
Be correct with my words when I say this. As soon as I say it, you're gonna know what I'm talking about.
No sweat.
Obadiah.
Oh,
so
Obadiah.
You go into Obadiah, you see the concept in Obadiah, you read that, it don't say white man, but you say, wait a minute. That's the characteristic of the oppressor.
Right.
So those are already excluded.
Yeah.
So when you start really studying and looking at it, then it all makes sense to you. I promise you.
It will. It's okay, Calvin Sanders. No sweat. I'm sorry, brother. I'm just struggling with this right now. Tribe of Judah, my brother. Calvin is from the tribe of Judah. You know, Judah loves some Puerto Rican sisters or Ephraimites. That's it's fine. But guess what? It's your sister. You're not within, brother. The Lord gave you the finest of tribes to choose from. You know what I mean? That is your sister. It's fine. As long as they're part of the 12 tribes, you can marry freely. So if you're struggling with, just go ahead and, you got a question or a comment, go ahead, brother. Go ahead, sir.
It's like, I think we all struggle with that until we actually came into the school and we found unity in serving the Most High.
I got a question. Hold on, Zion. I'm not aiming at this. This is not towards Brother Sanders. This is just a regular comment. If a brother, we don't struggle with white women, though. You know what I mean? Like a nigga struggle with trying to find righteousness in Christ. The white women don't bother you none. Or the African women don't bother. Why is that? Maybe they're hiding something about the Puerto Ricans who they don't ever speak about. Donald Trump with the Puerto Rico during that damn called Puerto Rico a shithole country. Remember he was shooting paper towels like a jumper. You don't believe me? YouTube Donald Trump in Puerto Rico when they had that hurricane over there and Puerto Ricans was dying by the thousands and being drowned. Donald Trump in America, because Puerto Rico is technically U.S. territory. You don't need a passport to go there. They're supposed to send aid quickly. They didn't. They drug their foot like they did in New Orleans. See, the people in New Orleans was what? Gadites and Judites in New Orleans. The curses follow you. When it came time for Puerto Rico to get respite and help, Donald Trump said, let them die more. Then when he finally came, he took paper towels and he shot them like basketballs to the people. Like it's a game. But when the Ukraine need help, they cut the check. When Israel need help, they cut the check. Don't tell me that Ephraim ain't God's chosen people. Don't tell me that. Now we got the president shooting paper towels like basketballs, like they're roaches. And it's complete abject poverty in Ephraim and Puerto Rico. But Puerto Ricans still have children and you're a cake unturned. Brother, when I heard that scripture, I ain't needed much more evidence than that. I was worried about who the hell was Manasseh and all that. But shout out to you, brother. If you got any more questions, type them in. As far as that, I'm interested to know, what are you struggling with? Is your wife, girlfriend, or somebody you know said they're from Ephraim, but you don't think they are? Or are you confused or struggling with accepting the so-called Puerto Ricans? I need a little more to be able to help you, and I can give you more scriptures on that if you need to. Anything else? That's it. Oh, and guess what? And that's my time. It's 9 o'clock. I'm gonna pass the class off to Officer 1000 Bonkiar with the announcement. Clap it up.
I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months.
Right.
They are to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew is pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to treasury department or teacher. Priest funds, a free will offering for priest, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. The upcoming Holy Convocation, we have the Feast of First Fruits, which starts after the Sabbath, Sunday, Salakia, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's wrong.
Oh, you good. What you talking about?
First Fruits.
Uh-huh. It's let's see. The first fruits is on the 2026
that's wrong.
May. Okay.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Okay.
It's the memorial blowing of trumpets, Salakia, for those of you at home, Salakia. It's the first day of the 7th month, which will be Friday, September 11th, all right? According to the book of Leviticus, 23rd chapter, verses 24 through 25. We also have the cookout coming up in
Philly. That's right.
You know, the Philly cookout is coming up, man. Get with your camp leader, set your affairs in order, all right? If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, I imagine, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Ma'am Shabbat, I imagine, Barak, YAHANNA, Shimei Al-Shabbat, Yada Matah, hands down, Sar, turning to face the sisters. I imagine, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute to our sisters. I imagine Shabbat, I imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shemar Lataba Shimei Awashai. Yada Matah, hands down, class dismissed.
We got to count.